So some interesting news came out the other day, and I wanted to do a video right away, but I decided to wait just in case they printed a retraction, because the Batman has been like a yo-yo in the tabloids. Are we filming it? Are we not filming it? Are we directing it? Are we not directing it? Is it happening this year, next year, 2018, 2020? We're always getting different answers. So Ben Affleck was being interviewed, and he gave a response that is worrying DC fans all across the world. Basically, they were asking him the status of this Batman movie, his standalone Batman movie that he is supposed to be directing, writing, and starring in. And his response was, unless the script is to my liking and this movie is going to be something really, really great, I'm not doing it. So he basically said that after all this time, when everybody's basically expecting that he is locked in, he is set, the contracts are signed, he is directing the Batman, his comments say otherwise. His comments say that he is still up in the air. And until this movie or this script or this production of this movie is to his liking, he is not going to put his name on it. And this is both great news and terrifying news. On the great side, this means that Ben Affleck is not going to put out anything that he does not have 100% belief in, 100% faith in, and he knows is going to be great. Now, Ben Affleck is a phenomenal director. He's one of my favorite working directors today. Haven't seen Live by Night. The early reaction to that isn't as good as his other three films, but his other three films are phenomenal. And his Batman, to me, was part of the best parts of Batman v Superman. I think a lot of people believe that. So everybody is really anticipating this movie. Not only because Ben Affleck's Batman is getting his own movie, but because he's going to write it and direct it. Now, the terrifying side of this news is what you see on face value, that either DC or WB or the script writers or somebody is not doing what Ben Affleck wants. And yet again, even a year almost past the release of Batman v Superman, he's not locked in to be the director of the Batman. Now, on one end, yes, very, very, very worrying news, because Ben Affleck's Batman should and probably will be the best DCEU movie that we will get up until that point. I got big hopes for Wonder Woman, big hopes for Justice League, but in all likeliness, that's going to be the best movie, just because of the talent involved. And because I'm a Batman fanatic, so I'm a little biased. Now, on the other side of this, I have a couple of theories. I'm not saying these are right. I'm not even saying that these might be reading way too much into this. Durbin, that one's for you. What if these comments are out there just to get people talking about the Batman movie? What if these comments are either out there to make people, one, think, well, wow, Ben Affleck is not going to do this movie in a rush. And that's a word you can use to describe basically the entire DC Extended Universe right now, is rushed. So you're putting that in people's heads that the Batman movie is not going to be rushed. It's going to happen when Ben Affleck is ready, and not until Ben Affleck is ready. And that's going to get people saying, well, wait, just like I'm doing on my video, this is going to be really good because he's not rushing it. Now, on the other side, another theory that I have on this. What if this is just Ben Affleck putting DC and WB's feet to the coals? You might have some studio execs or some writers that are trying to push him and trying to rush him, or trying to push him in certain directions, or trying to not necessarily bully him because he's Ben Affleck, you're not really going to bully him, but trying to course correct him in a direction that he does not think is the best direction for either the DC universe or his Batman movie. And this is basically his way to put it out there, saying, stop fucking with me or I'm not going to do this Batman movie. Because you think about what they did to David Ayer. David Ayer is a phenomenal director too. Fury, End of Watch, phenomenal movies. I even like his other movies with the exception of Sabotage. He directed Suicide Squad. He was given 6 weeks to write the script, I believe. And after he directed and made his movie with WB's full consent and full faith and, cheering him on, all right, David Ayer, give us Suicide Squad, they take his finished product from him, they hack it up, they give it to somebody else to edit it, and then we get a completely different film in the theatrical release. Ben Affleck's not going to tolerate that for two reasons. One, it's Ben Affleck. Two, he's the executive producer of this entire universe now. And three, he's got a good track record as a director that he is not willing to let go to shit because DC wants to make quick money. He's not going to let his filmography be, wow, Gone Baby Gone was phenomenal. Wow, The Town was even better. Wow, he got an Oscar in Argo. Live by Night, that's up in the air still, but let's say, for example, Live by Night, yeah, that was a really good movie too. Yeah, but that Batman movie was fucking horrible. Now all of a sudden his filmography is stained. Now all of a sudden his reputation is stained. He's not going to let that happen. Ben Affleck has worked very, very, very hard to come back from Daredevil Ben Affleck to director of Oscar winner Argo, Ben Affleck. He's not going to let that go to shit. He's playing Batman because he's a Batman fanatic. He's a super fan. He had a house, or still has a house, that has a Batcave in it. He wants his son to think of Batman as him. He is invested in this character, in this universe. He's not going to do anything that's going to have his name on it that is going to steer this ship wrong. So, again, those are just two theories. I thought it was a little bit interesting because I didn't hear anybody talking about that when that was kind of the first couple thoughts in my head. What if this is just out there, you know? All publicity is good publicity, they say. But, again, like I said, worrying news, very worrying news if you're a DC fan, because this is the movie we're looking forward to the most, probably, even more so than Justice League, some of us. But also reassuring news because Ben Affleck's not going to be pushed. He's not going to be rushed. He's not going to be jerked around. He's going to make the best Batman movie ever, or he's going to die trying, or he's not going to have his name on it. So that's my thoughts on this whole thing with Ben Affleck. I'm sure we're going to get some more news here in a week or so saying, oh, no, never mind. I am, really directing it or something. We're shooting it. We're not shooting it. Like I already said, it's a big yo-yo. But there's so much that's already went into this movie. The footage with Joe Manganiello, the casting of him, all the rumors with the script, where it's going to be shot, when it's going to be shot, next spring supposedly. There's so much in motion with this. I have my doubts that they still have not locked him in as a director. I think this is just him telling WB, honestly, to fuck off, let me make my movie. I will do what I want to do. You're just going to have to take it. So, to a degree, he can do that. He's Ben Affleck. He's WB's golden boy. So what do you guys think of this news? Does it worry you as a fan? Do you think any of those theories I have hold any water, or do you think this is just at face value? He just is not, he's not really going to jump into the Batman movie until he's ready. Very possible. Put all your thoughts down below in the comment section below. Please like and share this video and hit that subscribe button. That way you get to come back and see me next time. But if that's not soon enough to check out some more of my videos, you can check out a few more by clicking right over here.